Grandpa Ibu, did you hear that the Harper government has asked the RCMP to investigate one of the former advisors to the Prime Minister?
Really, Nibu, another scandal involving the Harper government. What is it this time?
Well, Grandpa Ibu, it has been alleged that one of the former advisors to the Prime Minister, Mr. Bruce Carson, tried to use his influence with the Indian Affairs Minister, Mr. John Duncan, to sell water filtration systems to Aboriginal reserves with poor water quality?
Well, Nibu, there's nothing unusual about that. It's called lobbying. Many former government advisors and officials work for private companies after their time in government.
Actually, Grandpa Ibu, former government officials and advisors are prevented by law from lobbying for 5 years after they leave the government. Mr. Carson left his job as an advisor to Prime Minister Harper in 2008, so the 5-year period hasn't expired yet.
I see. Well, it certainly seems to be something that the RCMP should investigate.
Wait, Grandpa Ibu. There's more. It is alleged that Mr. Carson told the native peoples that the federal government would contribute to the funding of the water filtration systems, so that it would cost the reserves very little, if anything at all. What's more, it seems that Mr. Carson was disbarred from the Ontario Bar in 1982 for defrauding 2 clients. Apparently he spent 18 months in jail for that.
Really? And you say that he was an advisor to the Prime Minister. Didn't they do a background check on him before hiring him?
Well, Grandpa Ibu, it seems that the Harper government was willing to give him a second chance, in spite of being a convicted felon.
I suppose that's admirable. In a way.
Not only that, Grandpa Ibu, but it is alleged that the company that Mr. Carson was representing in his discussion with the Indian Affairs Minister was employing his fiancée, who apparently would have earned 20% of any profits on the sale.
I imagine that would have been quite a lot of money. But it seems like a definite conflict of interest. In effect, Mr. Carson would have been benefiting directly from his lobbying efforts.
Yes. And the whole affair was made even more salacious by the fact that his fiancée is a 22-year-old former hooker.
Really? 22 years old? And representing the water filtration company?
Yes. But at least no one is debating Mr. Carson's experience in such matters. After all, he is the executive director of the Canada School of Energy and Environment. So he must know what he is talking about.
Indeed. What is the Canada School of Energy and Environment, by the way?
It is a collaboration between the universities of Calgary, Lethbridge and Alberta, a research and education institute. It's been funded to the tune of $15 million by the federal government since its inception.
You don't say. It certainly sounds like quite a cozy little relationship going on between Mr. Carson and the Harper government.
Indeed, Grandpa Ibu. Indeed, it does sound like a very cozy relationship, especially with the 22-year-old former hooker.